welcome back to The Average Drinker. I'm Dara, I'm your average drinker, and this is a review. It's Thursday, and this is a review that you are going to want to watch until the very end. I promise you. I'm giving this bottle something I haven't given a single bottle this entire year, and you're going to want to stick around to find out what that rating is, what that cork rating is, because I've spent a lot of time trying to figure this one out. And holy moly, I have got something special in store for you today. So, here's what I'm drinking today. Here's what I'm telling you about. And that is the Calumet 16. Holy moly. This is one to talk about. Okay, so Calumet 16. This one comes in at 106 proof. It is Construcky. Wow. I should take that out. But I'm not going to. This is Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, aged 16 years, single rack black, Triple Crown winner, citation. That's what it says on here. I love this bottle. I love the story behind the bottle. Like, I love the label, the story behind the bottle. It talks about this, how this bottle is like an ode to the Triple Crown winner, citation. It's a dedication to Calumet's second Triple Crown winning horse. The exquisite bourbon has been crafted with the same passion and dedication that led Citation to victory. Well, let's see if this bottle's victorious or not. We're going to dive in and find out. I have a lot to say here, but I'll try to do it in a short amount of time because, well, it's Thursday and we're all busy. But that's besides the point. Whoa. That was a little bit wild. Anyhow, I want to dive into this one. I have a lot to say. So cheers to you at home. Thank you so much for watching my video, for watching my channel, for subscribing. Love you guys so much and I appreciate you. And I truly am thankful that you're spending your time with me today. All right, so this is one I got to talk about. Now, on the nose. I keep saying that. I'm like, you gotta listen. I got to tell you about it. You got to listen. Please. Okay. Without further ado, cheers to you. Here we go. On the nose. This one has an absolutely incredible nose. On the nose on this one, it's like I walked back in time and I am about 5, 6 years old and I'm standing in my grandparents' house. I feel like I was transported back in time. I can smell it. I feel like I am there with my grandparents. It reminds me of my grandpa out working hard all day. Like, not the grease or the sweat. It just, the smell of my grandparents' house. That one's hard to describe. But what I smell on the nose on this one is this oak. Like right up front, a lot of oak. But when we're talking oak, sweet oak. Very, very sweet oak. And it's not going to burn the nose hairs at all. Not one single bit. The nose on this one, oh, it's so phenomenal. It has light cherry. And when I'm talking about light cherry, it's like you can smell the cherry intertwined with the oak. It's like a cherry oak, a deep, dark red cherry oak, and very light amount of cherry. It's a dark cherry, but a light amount of that dark cherry. And it bursts into this incredible smelling creamy vanilla. It reminds me of creamy vanilla wafers dipped in that like vanilla pudding stuff my grandma used to make. And it smells that light oakiness. It just smells like their house because my grandpa built my grandparents this like cabin, and that's what they lived in. It was like, I would call it a shack more or less, but that's what I'm getting on the nose of this, that oak in the shack of their house. And it smelled, it just transports me back in time, and it's nostalgic, and the experience is wonderful. So not only do you get that oakiness, you get that cherry, you get that creamy vanilla wafers, vanilla pudding, and just a light balance of baking spices. This is one nose that I will not forget. It's very, very nice. Next up, let's take a sip of this little guy, or big guy, whatever this is. I'm going to take a sip of this, okay? And I've taken a few sips of it already. But that's because I want to give you a fair assessment of the bottle. So let's dive in here. Oh, heck yeah. If you guys like the nose on this one, just wait until you taste it. The palate is even better. It is a very rich, robust, sweet, not overly oaky. I mean, if you're thinking 16 years old, right? You're thinking of something that is like, oh, so oaky you can't drink it. Like you're chewing on wood, you're chewing on oak, but that's not the case here. What this tastes like is like this incredible, melodic, balanced, super complex whiskey. It has a perfect balance of oak, sweetness, spice, and flavor. And it's just right up front, it'll hit you. And then, let me take another sip, but this is so good. Oh, yeah. So right up front, you're going to get this sweet oak, like that sweet vanilla oak that I got on the nose. But it's also going to be enhanced by this light bitterness that you get maybe if you drink coffee, right? So if you drink coffee and you have your coffee black, sometimes the first sip of that coffee is this little bit of bitter. And it's kind of similar to that bitter that you're going to get out of a dark chocolate, like a very, very dark chocolate. And I do get that. Like very, very dark chocolate, vanilla, oak. And the bitter is not bad because then it's followed by this like really sweet creaminess that then bursts into this spice, this baking spices that you would, oh, it's just so phenomenal because it's so complex, right? In my mind, this is just, oh, from the front palate to the back palate to the finish in the nose, it's just absolutely incredible. Everything I'm getting out of it. Not getting paid to tell you about this bottle. We bought this bottle. Bill bought this bottle. And we got it because I was wanting to get it so bad and I was so excited about it because I had tried Calumet 14, 15. I don't know if I tried 13, but I definitely tried 14 and 15. And I loved 15. And 14 was good too. But this 16 is next level. It is very, very good. I remember thinking last year, Sam Houston, same stuff. Hey, Sam Houston was so good. And I loved Sam Houston. But this is, it even tops that. We're not even talking. This actually has moved in to something even higher on my list of all whiskeys of all time. Because of what it tastes like and what it smells like and the experience that it's giving me. This is one that you're going to want to literally run to the store right now and buy because it's so good. And I know that other people, whenever more reviews start coming out on this, other people are going to agree with me that this is very, very good. This is going to be one that you want to have on your shelf if you like an oaky whiskey. And this is not overly oaky. This is going to be one that we're all talking about at the end of 2022 as being one of the top of all whiskeys of the year because it is just downright delicious. It is by far the best thing I've tried in 2022. So good. I'm sorry, I gotta keep going because I am so excited about this bottle. Let me taste it again. Just so enjoyable. Yes. Oh. Have you ever had like a really incredible latte with like horchata, even like a horchata? Like it's like, oh, it's like horchata and coffee and oak and like richness and boldness and flavor, but not too sweet, not too spicy, not too overly oaked. It literally is so perfectly balanced. It's like a melodic tasting bourbon. It sounds ridiculous. I feel like I'm writing some novel about this whiskey, but it's delicious bourbon. And I absolutely 100% recommend it. It's so good. It is by far one of the top 10 I have ever drank. I mean, I'm talking like, obviously, it's not like Michter's 20. It's not like, what did I say? King of Kentucky, right? Those are the GOATs. Those are the best I've ever tasted. But we're talking like a Four Roses limited edition, like up there with that to me. This is just so comparable in a different respect, right? Because this is different. Everything is different. But to me, this is absolutely delicious. It is worth the money. It's great. And I need to know if you guys have tried it. Let me know. Leave it in the comments. But I'm going to take one more sip. That flavor on that finish just sits there. And it's so nice. It's like a chocolatey, dark chocolatey, spiced, like a horchata, like a creamy vanilla, dark chocolate. Just, oh, so rich and so delicious. If you don't like rich stuff, sorry, this is not for you. But for me, this is excellent. It fits my flavor profile perfectly. And at 106 proof, I mean, it's so perfectly balanced. So it is time for me to give you guys my rating on this one. And if you couldn't tell, I love this. And that's why I'm giving this 4.5 out of 5, because it is by far one of the best whiskeys I've ever tried, in my top 10 easily, and I have tried a lot of whiskey. Very, very good. Highly recommend it. If you see a bottle, pick it up. Go crazy. Buy this bottle. You're gonna not regret it, I hope. And if you've tried it, let me know. Leave it in the comments. I am just super jazzed about this bottle. Super excited. I kind of want to do it in the blind with like a couple other Calumets, maybe a Sam Houston, just to see where it really lands. But to me, like off the cusp, since I opened the bottle, since I've been trying it a few times, I absolutely love it. It's delicious. Anyhow, I can't say enough good things about this bottle. If you haven't bought it, why not? Well, it's kind of expensive. Anyhow, I'm done ranting. I really, really appreciate you guys, as always. Thank you so much for watching The Average Drinker. I'm Dara, and I'll be back with another review next Thursday.